Hello, Pisces. Your weekly love tarot reading begins with the Nine of Pentacles, an Ace of Pentacles. The Devil comes in, and the Three of Wands. You're probably new to my channel, so each and every week I do these love readings, and we always look at the other person. So the person in this connection with you, wow, is coming in with a Three of Swords, a Ten of Cups, a Knight of Pentacles, and another 10, a Ten of Wands. What's the connection here? Six of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Queen is the one who survives, right? She's the one who makes it. She's the one who survives a lot of the trials and tribulations. In fact, actually, let me put her over here right below you, Pisces. Move this all over. So we're going to get right into your reading. What's the connection here? Six of Pentacles, a sharing. The connection here is a sharing of time, a sharing of money, a sharing of energy, a sharing of space, right? Six of Pentacles, six is the number for harmony, right? So let's jump right into your reading, Pisces. We have your energy, your person, how you guys see each other, how you see the relationship, possible outcomes, and of course, we're going to be pulling plenty of clarifiers to see exactly what's going on here. But to start, you're coming in with a lot of money, right? The connection here is Pentacles. Well, you're coming in resonating with money, fitness, health, doing well, looking well, abundance, blessings are coming in. And well-deserved ones, right? This is definitely on the heels of a lot of hard work that you've put in. This is just not something that was given to you. Your person is coming in with a Three of Swords. Wow. Betrayal. This is the card for deception and betrayal, heartache. So let's begin to get some clarifying energy and see exactly what's going on here. What is going on here, Pisces? You're looking good, feeling good. Your person not feeling good, right? Really, really not feeling good. So let's come to you first. This is your reading. So let's come to you first and see. Show me more. Show me more about Pisces and what's going on in Pisces world today. Sun. Whew, nice. And strength. Ooh. Two major arcana cards coming in. Show me more about your person. Show me more about Pisces. What flipped over? Four of Swords. Show me more. Ooh, wow. Okay. Not going to take all of those. I'm going to keep on going. Give me a clean message. Show me. And there we have it. Finally, we flipped over another Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands. So your person going through a betrayal, a feeling of betrayal, but also the end of something. I'm not entirely sure that this betrayal has much to do with you. This may be something that they've been dealing with in their lives, right? Because this is your separate energies. You, though, Pisces, you're coming in. Look at the sun. You're at the center of attention right now. The sun is shining on you. You have strength, right? You're just at a level right now, especially with this energy of this abundance, this reward coming in. You're at this level right now, Pisces, where you've just done so much work. You've shown so much strength recently and so much resilience that now is the time for you to shine. Now's the time for you to sort of glow up like hard, right? And you're very sort of solid. You're solid emotionally, mentally. Your person, as I come back to it, yeah, it feels like they've recently gone through a breakup, or they've recently gone through a stage where, there was a breaking point. There was a period where enough was enough. Something broke, something ended, right? And so they decided to pull back. They decided to pull back from whatever battlefield, you know what I'm saying? Whatever strife or difficult, toxic time in their life. And so this is why when we come back here to the Six of Pentacles, it makes sense. I believe this is a new person in your life. Feels like to me, Pisces, who You two have reconnected, you not reconnected, but connected in a way. And maybe for some of you it was a reconnection, but I do feel strong this is a new person in your life, and you've connected in a way where they may have needed some help or assistance as a result of this kind of very difficult emotional period they're going through, especially if it was a breakup. A Three of Swords is definitely a feeling of realizing that somebody's been lied to, that so there's a feeling here that your person may have needed some assistance, especially physical assistance. They may have had to move out. They may have moved somebody else out. Something went on here. And so in a way, yes, this is a new connection for you, but somehow you were there, or somehow you are there to assist them, to help. And this is the beginning, I believe, of this connection, right? So how do you guys see each other? Again, we talk about more beautiful energy. You see them as a new opportunity here, and they see you as happiness. Ten of Cups energy, when they look at you, they're like, oh, wow, I could be happy with this person. So something has definitely sparked here. Absolutely, for you and for them. But Pisces, I'm going to say this is a reading for a Pisces who you may have a lot of earth in your chart, or you may just be a Pisces who's really about your business and your money. You know what I'm saying? As a water sign, right? Because when you look at this person, I think you really see a strong opportunity for a real relationship, a real physical relationship. I feel like you've probably been on your own for a little while, working your craft, working your job, working your profession, and so, this person coming into your life, this is something extraordinary. It's something new. Um, I think it's something new for you, for sure, Pisces. And I think that it's something that you're welcoming, right? You may have indeed, I have a feeling here that I'm hearing that some of you out there have definitely you've walked not a lonely path per se, because, but an alone path, a path alone for quite some time. Maybe you've had to be strong. Maybe the nature of your job or your work is such that you just didn't have a lot of space or time or room. But there's time now, and there's an opportunity now that you really see. Let's show me more. Wow, there's a victory here. That's beautiful. And a Wheel of Fortune. Exactly. It feels very timely, Pisces. This reading feels like it's for a Pisces who's like, yeah, everything you've been doing in your life up until now has kind of been along a certain plan and along a certain path, and your plan was to put a lot of effort into something very important to you, to put a lot of effort into your job or your work. And you've done that, and you've put that in, and now your blessings are coming in. And it's almost as if, your victory is coming in. Six of Wands and a Wheel of Fortune. The universe is like, okay, that's great. Here's your success and here's your victory. And now here's time for you perhaps to welcome in someone else, right? Another person, a connection, more than yourself. Your person with that Ten of Cups, let's see more about them. Just sounds like the beginning of a really beautiful love story. What can I say? The energy here is really calm. I feel really calm. Like I said, if you're new to my channel, you're going to be new to my reading and my reading style. But I really very much pick up on the energy of the reading. If it's exciting or if it's irritating or whatever, this is just like a really calm, happy vibe, Ace of Swords. Wow. And an Ace of Wands. Wow. So Pisces, your person, you have, in this position of the reading of the spread, we're looking at how you see each other. And in this space, you have three aces, right? Three aces, Pentacles, Wands, and Swords. So for your person, you represent, look at that, a whole new beginning, like just something out of this world, a whole new chapter in their life. Like, a clear chapter. Ace of Swords is like a new way of thinking. Ace of Wands is like a whole new passion. So everything about it is just like making them happy. This feels like a soulmate, boom, connection. It just does. It just does. And coming back to that Six of Pentacles, and here you can hear me getting excited now because it's like the start, the aces. When the aces come, it's like all systems go. Boom, we got the spark. We got ignition. Aces are all about ignition, lighting it, getting it started, the epiphany. And the Six of Pentacles talks, when we come back to that, it's like this beautiful kind of harmony that you have with this individual, which is one of the reasons why it's hitting them so hard. It almost feels as though I'm starting to feel here like they're almost going to be grateful that somebody did this, that they went through this, because it was through this that you two met each other. So I'm hearing gratitude out there from your person. Honestly, I am. I'm hearing, thank God so-and-so did me dirty, or else I wouldn't have met my Pisces, right? Or, not thank God they did me dirty, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, oh my God, I can't, if it wasn't for this thing that really hurt me happening, I wouldn't have met. This feels like true love energy, love of my life energy. How do you guys see the relationship? Interesting. Here it gets a little interesting. We do have some shadow here. You see the relationship as the devil, and they see it as the Knight of Pentacles. So there's work to be done here, right? This is not just all roses and hearts and happily ever after. Clearly, Pisces, there's something here you see that is... that gives you a feeling, I want to say, of danger, perhaps, here, or worry, concern. It could be that, just you being a Pisces and knowing how you are, that just the feelings you feel right here are making you very nervous about this relationship, making you feel like, okay, thinking the worst sort of thing. Right? Because this position is for how you see yourself, how you see the relationship, right? And so it just feels, the energy I'm getting here is one of like, ooh, oh God, is this going to be bad? Am I going to get too intense? Am I going to fall in love? Is this going to turn, is this danger? Let's show me more. Your person, meanwhile, Knight of Pentacles, they see this relationship as something they want to work at. They want to put effort and time and energy into. But let's see what's going on with you and that devil. Uh-oh. What flipped over? I'm going to keep it because right in the middle of the deck, Temperance flipped. So, yeah, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Be careful. But that's what Sagittarius is telling you. Be careful. Right? Part of you is saying, be tempered. Be tempered. Perhaps it is something to do with this Three of Swords, because I'm going to say that perhaps what you're worried about here, because again, they're presenting with this Ten of Cups. There's no cup energy here. There's no emotional, sensitive energy here yet. So it could very well be that you see, yes, there's a new opportunity here with them. You have a victory. You have good feels. It does feel like this was very fated for you, but I think that Temperance energy is coming because you know that this person has recently gone through a breakup, or they've gone through some kind of emotional, crisis, right? Emotional crisis of the heart. And I think that you're concerned about being the rebound. Hear me now. I think that you are concerned about being the rebound. What else flipped over? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that's what you're concerned about. And also you realize that this relationship is going to require a lot of you. You see yourself, your role here as, the Queen of Pentacles. So in line with this energy for you, this reading, Pisces, is for a Pisces who is very physical, who puts a lot of their physicality into things, who puts a lot of their energy into the work in your life, right? And so that you want to bring your mind, body, and soul to this relationship, but I think you're being very tempered here because you also know that you're dealing with somebody who's coming out of emotional turmoil. So yes, you know you want to hold up this relationship. You want to put your all into it, just like the Queen does. But you also are emotionally mature enough to realize that you're going to have to be careful here because you're still dealing with somebody who's quite emotionally raw. And so, yes, it's not that they would lie to you per se, but do they even know how they feel? Do they even know how they truly feel? Like they feel a certain way now because, of course, in this situation, you are kind of coming in. Remember what I said earlier, there's a feeling here of you coming to their rescue to a degree. Right? There's a feeling of you rescuing them to a degree or coming to their aid or sharing, right? There's a sharing sense here, but they're the ones who are coming from this dark shadow place. And so, yes, right now, as you are coming to their aid, and this is, the circumstances are such that they feel enamored and in love. And yes, this is real. This feels like real soulmate energy. Certainly from your point of view with that Wheel of Fortune, I think you're just being careful. This is not to say that these feels aren't real, that none of, that's not the same. It's just that I think you're being cautious and careful here when you look at an actual relationship with this person. I think that you realize you may need some time and it may take some time. Three of Wands is patience. Show me more about, yes, and there's their choice, and that's why. Okay? That's why, Pisces. Because is this person free and clear? Not necessarily. They're not necessarily free and clear, right? Because here they see this relationship, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is commitment and devotion and putting the work in, but there's also a feeling here that they're going to have to make a choice. And what's their choice? Their dream. What is their dream? What is their true love, their true desire for their life? They're still in the process of choosing for that, and the choice is difficult. And you see that. So although this is like one of those beautiful moments, like I'm going to say you caught this person either in a breakup or in a fight or in a period close to a breakup. And here we see that it's a little bit, it's not necessarily that it's messy, but it is one of these kind of, I'm going to say, interesting romantic situations where it's like, oh my God, torn between two lovers, oh, this new one in my life who's like bringing me everything. Now I'm talking from the point of view of your person because they're the one making the decision, right? I'm going through this shit over here with this one. I'm done. I took a break. Remember we talked about earlier, I said this person is pulling back, taking a break, trying to reconsider. They've gone through some heavy stuff recently. But they've only pulled back. They haven't actually turned away. There's no 8 of Cups here where they've walked away. And here we see why. There's still a decision to be made. And so you do realize that being pulled into this relationship may be getting pulled into something toxic. Because this connection here between the two of you is extremely strong. It's very much like a fated. This was meant to happen, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it was meant to be a happily ever after just yet. Again, I keep saying just yet because patience is there for you. 3 of Wands is your possible outcome, and 3 of Wands is patience. I do feel like you are willing to put in patience. At the end of the day, the two of you have really met, and like it's like just boom, right? But your person is not necessarily all the way free and clear to move forward with you. Emotionally or maybe even physically. Yes, for some of you, I'm hearing there's going to be a case of where if you want them, you're going to have to move them in because they're living with their current one. You know what I'm saying? There's some physical, logistical issues here. Or if you don't want to be the one to just move them right in, then you're going to have to wait for them to pull away, get their own place, or throw the other one out or whatever and get on their feet, and that's going to take time. And oftentimes people don't want to wait for that to take time, right? They want their love now. And so this is how we get people moving in with each other, on moving out of one relationship, literally shutting the door and taking their box of shit and moving it into the next relationship's apartment. I mean, this oftentimes can happen when you don't have an independent life, right? Or when you have have connected your life so much with somebody else that when things go sideways, this is what's required. In any case, I digress. This is kind of a feeling now when we get deeper into the message, the specifics of this reading, Pisces, that I'm feeling here. And you're waiting for this decision to be made, right? You're waiting for this decision to be made. So let's, and you realize, you know, this is danger, 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 danger. Will Robinson, danger. Okay, so final outcomes. 3 of Wands, 10 of Wands. For you, you're waiting. You're willing to wait. You have patience. You're open for more to come in, more news, more information, the next stage. What are we going to do now? Type of energy. Are we, are we going to move forward? Are we going to wait? Whatever. But you are focused in. And I'm not going to clarify these final outcomes because these are just whispers of what possibly could come next. Your person, we're right back to that 10 of Wands that they had here, right? And so again, dealing with sort of letting go, right? Your person, at the end of this, all of this, I feel like it's almost as if nothing's changed, right? In a way, for some of you, watch out. That's why you're feeling that. That's why you're being tempered with your heart, no matter how dynamic this connection is and how dynamic it was when you guys met. You're being really tempered because throughout all of this, you find your person kind of still at the same place. Are they willing to let go? Are they going to be willing to let go of this person? By the way, I firmly believe that whoever your person is dealing with, whoever the person is in their life, is a cheat, a liar, a heart. They're the type of person who brings a lot of toxicity to the relationship. This is your person is dealing with an on again, off again, somebody who plays them a lot, but there's love there. Clearly there's love there. There's some kind of connection here. They may have children with them. Okay, there's something here that's making it very difficult for your person to abandon or to let go completely. And still they realize in order to be with you, they're going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to make a decision as difficult as it is. All right. All right, guys, this is it. Let's go ahead and pull out the Zodiac runes to see what kind of Zodiac signs you might be dealing with, okay? Because, this is difficult, but it's definitely a very hot and heavy romantic kind of relationship happening here. Some of you are dealing with Libra. I'm going to put them right over here. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. Wow. And some of you are dealing with, get out the shadow, a Gemini. Wow. Okay, so 2 air and a fire. All right. We have Libra, Sagittarius, and Gemini. You may be dealing with those individuals. You may have that energy in your chart. They may have it in their chart. Whatever the case may be. We are going to leave that right where it is. All right, Pisces, if you want to carry on with this reading, you want to get a little bit deeper, I'm going to pull some more cards and pull some oracles, some animal spirits. You can go ahead and follow me to the extended, which is where I'm going right now. The link will be at the top of the description. Besides that, thank you so much, everyone, Pisces cross watchers who joined me today. All my new watchers, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it gave you some insight on a particular love situation that you might be dealing with today. But for right now, I wish you all love, life, and happiness. And I hope to see you right back here on my channel again for your next tarot reading. Bye-bye now.